politicking while being black in America. This is where you get to
Absolutely.
air any petty grievance you currently have. And after you give yours, I'll give some rebuttal to what you said, and then I'll give you mine, and you can give me rebuttal.
Oh man. Well, I've been doing this campaign thing for about 2 months now, and honestly, it's been an experience. I've been very it's been very positive. It's been a lot more positive than negative. I think again, I'm not naive. I think me being in the fire service and people when they find out what I do is it's a comfort to them to know my background and my career background. So it kind of covers up some, but at the end of the day, I know that I'm a black man. I'm a black man in America. I know how it is. The fine lines, the code switching that we have to do at times.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about me and the thing that I want people to understand is I don't know how to be anything but myself. I don't know how to be anything but who I was born to be and who I was raised to be. And I was raised to be proud of who I am, proud of the skin that I am in. And at the end of the day, I'm a black man. I know I'm a black man, and regardless of how certain people feel, even in my own party, the party that I'm running under, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, my job is to be of service to the community and listen to the needs of the community, and that's my only goal, man. And at the end of the day, if I accomplish that goal, and once I talk with people and people converse with me, we get on the same page. 90% of the people get behind me and support me. I haven't had any pushback yet. So we're going to keep moving this forward and keep moving this momentum forward.
Well, I can appreciate everything you said, and there's nothing I need to rebuttal on that. I mean, you glistening like that light on your head. That's what we need out here on this joint. We need that. So my politicking while being black is this notion by the Republican Party or by MAGA or the implicit bias that everybody you meet that works on the police or the fire department has to be MAGA. Everybody that has a flag in their yard has to be MAGA. And ladies and gentlemen, here is a shining example of non-MAGA African American who understands how to be himself and don't change for nobody. Simple as day, ladies and gentlemen. This is someone you can look at and say this is a role model for all the kids out there that don't see a lot of us in these fields. This is your guy right here.
And like, to piggyback off what you said, man, I'm not going to be naive and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for nobody. I go to these stations every day. I'm not going to tell you that Fox News is not what's playing all day. Like, I'm not going to tell you that even in the fire service, it's 80 to 85%, people support the Republican Party, the Conservative Party. And it's hard for some brothers, especially brothers in the fire service. It's hard for us to actually, want to be ourselves and express ourselves the way we need to because African Americans only make up about 8.4% of the fire service in the entire country. It's funny, like whenever it's more than like one or two of us at a station, we always like take pictures of each other because it's just that rare for us to be together. In certain areas, like you got cities like Atlanta, where obviously it's a huge African American population, so it's more common among that type of city. But for places like where I work and most fire departments around, it's not the case. So again, we are not naive to the fact of what our surroundings are. And some of us, we're proud and we stand on what we believe in and we're built to stand on that. Others, I can't fault them if they kind of just go along and get along because again, it's their careers on the line, it's money on the line, and they got to think about their families. Everybody can't stand 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't, we hope we would want and we wish for everybody to be able to do that. But at the end of the day, you got to understand we live in the real world. And some people, again, they got families to take care of. And I don't fault them. And I don't look down on them at any stretch. Because again, I understand not everybody can stand in the middle of the lion's den and come out on top. So it is a battle. It is challenging at times. But at the end of the day, again, just standing on principle, standing on who I am as a person. I'm gonna stand for what's right. Again, even if it's just me by myself, and I'm built for that.
That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the day, there are several ways you can help the country through your political beliefs, even if you're working a job like what he just said. You don't have to be upfront with it. You can donate. You can volunteer on a campaign like his. You can support in all kinds of ways that doesn't put your job in jeopardy And I'm very glad that he said that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're politicking on something, go ahead and call in, leave a voicemail. That's the link you're seeing right there. And we will play it on the air and get back to you guys.